up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another video. Now, this video is a reaction to Anton Daniels. Make sure you go over and support his channels because he has more than one channel. Somebody actually sent me this video of Anton going off on this caller in regards to the Sonya Massey shooting. Now, before we get into this video, you guys, I just have to say there are all kinds of videos out here. People are talking about this all over social media. People have a difference of opinion on the situation. People are trying to find ways to justify the shooting, which I think is crazy. I mean, anybody looking at this, and I don't care which video you look at, it's all, in my opinion, something that should not have happened. I don't care how you try to swing it, how you try to justify it. I don't think that this woman should have lost her life behind this whole situation. She called the police for help. How they end up in her house and in her kitchen and telling her to take the boiling water off the stove and then turn around and end up taking her life is just beyond me. And I don't care how people try to switch it, how they try to change it, change the narrative. This woman should not have been shot in the face 3 times. There's no explanation for this. I don't care what nobody says. But I want to get into this particular clip, this video of Anton going off on this caller, because I thought he was spot on with what he was saying. But this was interesting to me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we go.
I really didn't want to be on camera, but
you're not on camera. You're not on camera.
It's all good. I got my phone down anyway, but I don't really. The smoke I have with you is just that. Why is it that if somebody says look at something from a different perspective, does everybody automatically say, "Are you justifying the shooting"?
Be more specific. Give me the real.
The Sonya Massey case. Why is it that if somebody says, look at it from a different perspective, why do people answer to that, respond to that with, are you justifying the shooting?
I can't talk for people. I can only talk for myself. So you got to be specific. What's the gripe that you have with what I said, and then I'll address it. I'll address it directly.
Because I think that I watched your show this morning, and I felt like the passion that you felt really like. No. I felt the passion that you had in what your stance on that whole situation. I was like, wow. And I was thinking, I know that from watching you regularly, you like to deep dive and like find out everything before coming to a conclusion. But it really seemed to me like you were jumping to conclusions. And
did you see the show that I did?
Now, before we continue, him saying jump into conclusions, in this particular case, I don't see where you could jump to conclusions. It's not like the lady ran in the kitchen and got a pot of water off the stove and just ran and charged to the cops and threw it on them. No, the man literally told her, the police officer literally told her, go turn the pot of water off because we don't want it to catch fire. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden he ended up shooting her. So jumping to conclusions, and even if you jump to conclusions and you see all of the information, the videos that are out there, it still doesn't warrant what that cop did to that woman. But let's continue.
I actually reviewed the actual video.
But the video that you're reviewing is the same video that mainstream media is showing. And you have an email
because I have to limit what I can show on YouTube.
Oh no, I understand that about YouTube. Yeah,
I did watch all of the different videos. Every single video that I can get my hands on, I watched it. Okay. The one that I showed to YouTube to the audience was the one that I knew that was safe, that I wouldn't have to get it censored for 18 and up and get it yellowed and all of that stuff. So the context is that I did watch all of it, and I did do my research, and I did consider it from other angles. The other aspect of it is that what I spoke to or what I displayed to the people, because the assumption is that you guys watched it on your own because it was already out before I reviewed it anyway. I was speaking only to what I was showing on the video, but in reality, I have watched it. I watched it on all angles.
So you saw the body cam footage from the shooting officer?
I saw everything, yes. And I even seen the ambulance come in and all of that stuff. I've seen all of that.
All right, because I sent you an email with the video clip from his body cam, because he eventually does turn his body cam on.
He does, so yeah, he does turn it on, but it was not originally on.
Right. So
Okay, so what is the
my
disagreement?
my my okay. Well, I had a couple of issues with what I was hearing this morning, and I was just thinking, why are you like saying all this stuff about there was a demon in that cop? If you watched everything, literally those cops were ready to leave, and then one of them saw the broken glass on a car. They just wanted to know, hey, who broke the glass on the car? The way I was looking at it was this woman is either on something or has mental health issues, because from the minute she came to the door, when they were there to tell her that they didn't see any prowler, when she came to the door, she kept saying, God, please, God, please. And the cop asked her, what's wrong? And she said nothing. And then after saying nothing, she went back to saying, God, please, and kept saying nothing
So
every
what?
time he
Wait,
was
wait,
asking.
wait. I don't care. Listen, I deal with people that have mental health issues every single day.
And listen, I mean, if she was saying God, please, maybe she was scared of the police. There are a lot of people who fear the police. You call them for help, but you're actually fearful of them. That still has nothing to do with what actually happened. And remember, people act like the police are supposed to be trained in dealing with citizens. This is a job that they're trained to do. These policemen come to your house or come to where you are. They have weapons. The citizens are vulnerable in most of these cases. And in this particular case, this is a vulnerable woman at home by herself. She didn't have a weapon of any sorts. And these are two men who have weapons who at any time could do something to her, which one of them ended up doing. So you got to understand, people may be nervous. Cops showing up with guns on their hips and you have nothing. The citizens are usually the ones who are most vulnerable in these situations. So she probably was just nervous. But that still doesn't have anything to do with what he ended up doing to her. Let's continue.
And when I say that, I'm telling you that my office is 1 block away from the mental health and services office, where a lot of the people that are deranged, homeless, on drugs and everything like that go to it. And so I deal with these people, and anybody that lives in any metropolitan downtown area deals with these people on a regular basis. They scream, they go crazy, they act extra, they over dramatic. Most of the time they just hungry and they want some more drugs or whatever. But the reality is that most police officers are used to seeing and dealing with this on a regular basis. Regardless of how deranged you think that she is because of what she was saying, it's not one thing that she did that would show herself to be a threat to anybody's life that would cause or that would justify a police officer shooting her in the face. It's
Okay, I
nothing that
get
she
that. I'm
did.
seeing that.
It's
I get
nothing
that.
that, listen. It's nothing, not one thing that she did. And I'm assuming that police officers deal with more than what I see on a regular basis. It's not one thing that she did that would justify her getting shot in the face. It's nothing that y'all can tell me that's going to justify it. And I looked at it from every single angle for every video that I can find.
Right. And then once again, the police are trained to deal with people, and they're supposed to be trained how to deal with people, de-escalate, all of these things. I just don't understand how people try to justify such actions from the police when he clearly was in the wrong. There's no way to justify what he did to that woman. It's just crazy, baby. This is crazy, and it's unfortunate, but let's continue.
I started this conversation by saying, why do you jump to the conclusion that people are trying to justify the shooting when they're just saying, look at things from a different
Because
angle?
people are literally telling me that, and I reviewed a video and I put it on the
I'm not telling you that,
channel.
though.
Hold on, wait. I'm not saying you. You called me and said, why are you saying that people are saying? And so stop making it specific to you. I reviewed a video today that I put up there of a white girl that tried to justify the logic that she had a weapon in her hand because the hot water was considered a weapon. And that justified her getting shot in the face. That's bullshit. And so I hear it from all different angles. I see it in comments. I see people sending me DMs. I see it on TikTok of people trying to make sense of it. And the reality of it is, I believe that he was angling for it and he was looking, and it was all, and spirituality plays a huge role, whether y'all want to acknowledge it or not. Then that's one of the reasons why I said that I think that it was a demon in that man. 100%. Because he had his hand on his weapon. He had his hand on his weapon when she was saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. He already had, and he
But
told
she
her,
didn't have any reason to say that.
He told her what he was going to do to her, and he executed. He said,
Okay.
I swear to God, I will shoot you in the face. That's exactly what he did.
Anton,
that's exactly
keep the timeline.
What he did.
Keep the timeline, though.
No. I don't give a fuck about no timeline. You don't tell somebody you're going to shoot him in the face a 5'2", 110-pound woman, I will shoot you in the face. You a police officer. And she showed no threat whatsoever. He said, I will shoot you in the fuck. He said, I swear to God, I will shoot you in the face before he even pulled out his weapon. He had his hand on his holster. What the fuck you expect for her to do?
Exactly. And anybody trying to justify this is out of their mind. That lady was not a threat to neither one of those police officers. As a police officer who is supposed to protect and serve, he didn't waste any time pulling his gun out and shooting that woman. No threat to him whatsoever. And if anything, if he thought that she was that much of a threat with the boiling water, he could have tased her. He didn't have to shoot her in the head 3 times and take this lady's life because she's standing by a pot of water that he told her to go and turn off on the stove. It's just crazy, baby. Let's continue.
I agree that cops talk a lot of in a professional position where they shouldn't be talking things. I've had cops talk to me like that.
No.
Talk shit.
That's a 5'2", small ass woman in her own home who they never even should have been in the home in the first place.
No, you
how
don't.
Can y'all, how y'all gonna sit here and argue
midget.
with me and justify this? This man should be under the jail.
That dude is wrong. You just did what I said.
He's
You're
wrong.
jumping to conclusions that I'm justifying.
He's wrong. He is all the way wrong. It is no way in the world that y'all can sit here and try to make sense of it. That woman should be alive today. Is no reason why she should not be alive,
but why are you saying that when somebody ducks down,
uninjured? And there's no reason why he should have shot her in the face. Bro.
I still want to know why telling her to turn off the stove so it doesn't cause a fire had her saying, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
I don't care what she say. I've seen people on the street.
That's why we're trying to get to
No. It's not a word. It's not a word in the world. Unless she said,
I'm
gonna kill you. No. Unless she said, I'm gonna kill you when I got a bomb in the other room ready to go off. A woman saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I seen people practically spit in a cop's face and he restrained himself. I seen people in protest during Black Lives Matters was ready to beat the out of a cop and they ain't do shit to her. But a 5'2" woman inside of her own house who called you for help, you telling me that her saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus is supposed to be some kind of justification as to why it is that he can put his hand on his weapon? Get the out of here, man. That's crazy. Y'all out of y'all mind, bro. Don't tell me that, because that tells me if you unable to be able to deal with somebody that verbally says something that like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, you shouldn't have a badge in the first place.
Period. If you're that easily triggered, you're in a wrong line of work. We've all probably seen where people have actually tried to assault the cops and didn't get shot. Come on now, this is crazy. You can't tell me if this lady was sitting here saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, she felt something. She must have felt something wasn't right. That is no justification whatsoever to do what he did to that lady. And he should go to jail.
But the question is, what made her say that to him?
I don't care what made her say it. She should be alive.
Wow.
I don't care I don't care what made her say it. She should be alive. Is no word that she said that would cause her to get shot in the face at all.
But the way you're coming at it, you're making it sound like as if he threatened her first and then she rebuked him.
He said, I swear to God, I'll shoot you. He did. He said, I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the face.
Listen, if you saw somebody coming,
one threat that she said to him,
coming closer to you,
it's not
behind their counter with a pot of boiling hot water.
There's not one threat that she said to that man that would warrant him to say,
She said the rebuke part before he said that.
That doesn't mean that you can tell somebody that I swear to God, I'll shoot you in the face.
His language was out of line, Anton. We can agree his language was out of line.
Y'all evil in this world. You sitting here arguing with me of a woman that called on her God because she felt like she was under duress, that would then warn a man
under
saying,
duress
I swear to
from
God,
what? If you watch the video, he did to have her be under duress.
She got a 6'4", 270-pound
I
man
don't
with
care
his
if
hand
it's
on his weapon,
telling me a
saying that I'll
midget
shoot
can't
you in
commit
the
a
fucking
crime.
face.
If the cop is uncertain, what do we do when we get pulled over? We know we have to put our hands on the steering wheel so the cop can...
They didn't give her a command or tell her to do anything. The thing he told her to do is the reason why he ended up shooting her. He told her to go take the water off the stove. If he hadn't told her to do that, and then what would have happened then? Once again, it's not like she just ran over just out of the blue and grabbed water to try to throw in the police. She called them for help. That would be silly to do. And then because she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, he felt threatened. To the point of taking his gun out and deleting this woman? People are literally out here trying to justify the actions of that cop. Well, that's just insane. And everybody watching this, even cops know that this was unnecessary, that this should not have happened. Let's continue.
Your hands, yes or no?
No. None of it warned.
So a cop doesn't have to see our hands.
No.
So if I duck down behind my counter when I got two cops in my house,
listen,
they're supposed to be like, oh, he's not doing anything.
This shows. And
what?
Listen, I don't give a
Why
fuck
don't you actually ask a cop? Why don't you actually ask a police officer to come up and tell you?
I don't have to ask a cop. I know what being a human is, and you ain't human. Y'all are evil. If you
now you sound just as crazy as she is saying rebuke you in the name of Jesus for no reason.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Now there could have been a couple of things. Evil. You need to be baptized.
Okay, sure. The whole world is evil, Anton. Everybody's evil except for you.
No,
of course.
No. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
She could have either had mental health issues, or she could have been on something.
You need to be baptized, and you need a whole new mindset. I rebuke your spirit in the name of Jesus.
So you're a psychic that knows about my religious upbringing. Okay,
no, I'm listening to you right now, and you evil.
Yeah, you're listening to me. You would never fly in a courtroom. Holy crap! Don't ever be a defense attorney. Be a prosecutor.
I don't need to. I don't do crime, so I'm not in court.
Well, you don't want to hear a different perspective. Like what led up to this? What was wrong with it?
What is the different perspective you want him to hear or see? This is too much. This is why I really hate talking about these types of situations, because it just you know, it gets me upset and feeling a certain type of way that I don't like to feel. And it just reminds you of how this country is and what actually happens, and how people really sit down and try to justify this type of behavior when there's no justification. It's just sad. This is a human being. And you know, and the lady probably was saying, I rebuke you, because she sensed that this was not a good situation. I'm gonna leave it here, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Y'all definitely keep the conversation going. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.